Tonight, a scary warning about ghost charges that could appear on your credit card or your bank accounts.
That's right. So the Better Business Bureau says that one victim charged $15,000.
Somewhere right now, someone is watching their bank balance drop in real time and wondering how it happened. They made what looked like a normal payment. They clicked what looked like a normal link. They trusted what looked like a normal request. That is all it takes. These 15 online payment scams are running right now, at scale, targeting people who consider themselves too smart to get scammed. The smarter you feel, the more useful that confidence is to the people running these operations. Let's go through every single one. Number 15, the overpayment scam. You are selling something online, a car, a piece of furniture, a phone, anything with a reasonable price tag. A buyer contacts you, seems enthusiastic, and sends payment. Then they send a message explaining they accidentally paid too much. Could you please refund the difference? The original payment looks legitimate in your account. It might show as pending, or it might appear to have cleared. You send back the difference because that seems like the reasonable and honest thing to do. Then the original payment reverses. The buyer's check bounces, the bank transfer is recalled, the payment platform flags the original transaction as fraudulent. The original money disappears. The refund you sent is gone. You are down the difference plus whatever the item was worth if you already shipped it. This scam works because it exploits the instinct to do the right thing. Nobody wants to keep money that is not theirs. The scammer counts on that instinct running faster than your skepticism. Never refund a difference payment until the original has fully and irrevocably cleared. For anything over a few $100s, wait several business days and confirm directly with your bank. Pending is not cleared. The variation of this scam targeting businesses involves fraudulent purchase orders with inflated amounts, followed by requests for wire transfer refunds of the surplus. It costs companies millions every year. The logic is identical. The solution is identical too. Now that scam relies on your honesty. The next one relies on something even more reliable, which is your fear of getting in trouble with an authority you cannot easily verify. Number 14. The government agency impersonation scam. Your phone rings or you receive an email informing you that you owe back taxes, that there is a warrant out for your arrest, that your social security number has been suspended, or that you are under investigation for financial crimes. The caller or sender identifies themselves as the IRS, the Social Security Administration, Customs and Border Protection, or another official-sounding body. They need payment immediately to resolve the issue. The payment methods they accept are a useful tell. Legitimate government agencies do not request payment via gift cards, wire transfer to a personal account, cryptocurrency, or prepaid debit cards. They communicate through official mail. They provide case numbers you can verify through official channels. They give you time to consult a legal representative. The scam version does none of these things because urgency is the mechanism. The moment you have time to think or verify, the scam fails. The reason this works so reliably is the asymmetry of consequences. If the threat is real and you ignore it, something terrible happens. If it is fake and you comply, you lose money. The scammer constructs that calculation deliberately. Breaking it requires one habit. Hang up, look up the official number independently, and call back. If the contact was genuine, your call reaches the right place. If it was fraudulent, you have just confirmed that nothing was ever filed against you. But government impersonation is old news compared to the next scam, which is newer, slicker, and currently running on platforms that most people consider completely safe. Number 13. Fake payment confirmation emails. You receive an email confirming a payment you did not make. The email looks exactly like it came from PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or your bank. The formatting is professional. The logo is correct. The transaction details are specific enough to feel real. The email says a payment of a significant amount has been processed and provides a customer service number to call if you did not authorize this transaction. You call the number. A helpful representative answers immediately and walks you through canceling the unauthorized transaction. That process involves confirming your account details, card number, banking credentials, or installing software to reverse the payment. There was never a real payment. The email was the setup. The phone call is where the theft happens. The psychological architecture here is precise. The email creates urgency and alarm. The phone number channels that alarm into a controlled conversation. The helpful representative resolves the alarm by extracting what they need. You hang up feeling relieved that you caught the problem in time. You did not catch the problem, you became the problem. Never call the number in an email about a suspicious transaction. Open a new browser tab, navigate directly to the payment platform, log in, and check your actual transaction history. If nothing is there, the email was fake. If something genuinely concerning is there, use the contact information from the platform's official website, not from the email. That scam builds a fake emergency to steal real information. The next one skips the fake emergency entirely and just steals the information directly, so quietly you might not notice for days. Number 12. QR code. Payment fraud. QR codes are everywhere now. Restaurants, parking meters, event venues, storefronts, and increasingly payment requests sent by text or email. You point your phone at the code, it takes you somewhere, and you complete a transaction. The convenience is genuine. The vulnerability is also genuine. Fraudulent QR codes redirect you to a fake payment page that looks identical to the legitimate service you were expecting. You enter your payment details on what you believe is a parking payment portal, a restaurant checkout, or a friend's payment request. Those details go directly to a scammer. The legitimate payment never processes. You discover the fraud when your account shows a charge you do not recognize, or when the parking enforcement officer tickets your car despite the payment you made. Physical QR code tampering is common in high-traffic public spaces. Scammers print fraudulent QR code stickers and place them directly over legitimate codes on parking meters and payment terminals. The sticker is designed to look like part of the original installation. Casual inspection will not reveal the substitution. You scan what appears to be the official code and hand your payment details to whoever printed the sticker. The defense takes 2 seconds. Before scanning any QR code in public, inspect it for stickers over the original. Check whether the web address your phone previews matches the domain you would expect. If something about the page after scanning feels off, close it and complete the payment through the official app directly. That scam happens in the physical world as much as the digital one. The next one exists entirely online and targets people at the exact moment they are most financially vulnerable. Right here, if this is useful to you, hit that like button now. It helps us keep making content like this. Number 11. Fake investment and crypto payment platforms. The pitch arrives via social media, a dating app, a WhatsApp message, or a targeted advertisement. The opportunity is urgent and exclusive. A trading platform, a crypto scheme, a forex opportunity. The returns described are extraordinary. The platform looks professional. Your initial investment appears to grow immediately. The growth you see in your account is fabricated. The numbers do not correspond to any real asset or investment. The goal is to get you to deposit more and then more again. Some victims deposit tens of thousands of dollars over months while watching their displayed balance climb. When they try to withdraw, they are told they owe a tax, a fee, or an insurance deposit before the funds can be released. That charge is also fake. There is no money to release. This is called pig butchering. The scammer fattens your confidence and deposited balance simultaneously before the slaughter. The people running these operations are often themselves trafficking victims, forced to work in scam centers under threat of violence. The industry causes billions in losses every year globally. The rule for any investment opportunity that arrives unsolicited, promises unusual returns, and operates on a platform you have not independently verified through financial regulatory sources is to not touch it regardless of how it looks. Legitimate investments do not arrive through dating apps. Legitimate platforms are registered with financial regulators, and that registration is verifiable. If you cannot find the platform on your country's financial regulator's official website, the platform is not legitimate. Now that scam steals money you have saved. The next one steals money before it even reaches you. Right at the moment a real payment is in transit. Number 10. Business email compromise. A payment is due. It could be a supplier invoice, a rent payment, a contractor fee, a real estate transaction, anything involving a wire transfer of meaningful size. You receive an email from the payee explaining that their banking details have changed and asking you to use the new account for this payment. The email appears to come from the correct address. The name is right. The context is right. The request seems plausible. The email did not come from your payee. It came from a scammer who has been monitoring the email thread between you and your payee, waiting for a payment moment. The monitored account was compromised weeks or months earlier through phishing or credential theft. They read your correspondence, learned the payment relationships and language style, and waited for the right moment. Business email compromise causes over $2 billion in losses annually in the United States alone, making it one of the most financially damaging cybercrimes operating right now. It is not exclusively a business problem. Individuals are targeted too, particularly in real estate transactions where wire transfer amounts are large, and the instruction to change banking details is not inherently suspicious. The defense is a phone call. When you receive any instruction to change payment details, call the payee using a number you already have, not one from the email. Confirm verbally before processing any payment. This takes 90 seconds. No legitimate payee will object. If someone objects to a phone verification of changed banking details, you have your answer. That scam intercepts real payments invisibly. The next one does not intercept your payment. It charges you a second time for something you already paid for, and the second charge looks just as legitimate as the first. Number 9. Subscription trap payments. You sign up for a free trial, or you purchase a discounted product where the fine print includes a subscription, or you click through a checkout that includes a pre-ticked box for a service you did not notice. 3 weeks later, a charge appears on your statement from a company name you do not immediately recognize. Then the same charge appears the following month, and the month after that. This is the subscription trap, and the reason it works is that most people do not audit their bank or card statements at the line item level with any regularity. The charges are set at amounts below the threshold where most people would immediately investigate: $12.99 per month, $9.49 per week. Small enough to not feel alarming, large enough to accumulate significantly over time. Some subscriptions are entirely fraudulent from the start. Others operate in a legal gray area, disclosed in terms and conditions calibrated to maximize the number of people who miss them. The distinction matters legally. Financially, the money is leaving either way. Review your bank and card statements at the line item level at least once per month. Use a virtual card number for free trials so the card cannot be charged after the trial ends. When canceling subscriptions, screenshot the confirmation because some services continue billing and will dispute your cancellation claim without evidence. Check right now. Go through your last 3 months of statements and identify every recurring charge. Several will surprise you. Subscription traps are about small charges adding up. The next scam is about one very large charge arriving all at once from a direction you never saw coming. Number 8. Romance scam payment requests. The connection builds over weeks or months. You meet on a dating app, a social platform, or even through a seemingly accidental message to the wrong number. The person is attentive, interesting, and consistent. They remember details about your life. They send messages at the right moments. The relationship feels genuinely meaningful before any request for money ever appears. When the request comes, it is always accompanied by a crisis, a medical emergency, a business deal needing a bridge payment for a few days, a plane ticket to finally meet you, a customs charge on a held package. The amount is calibrated to feel emotionally manageable given the connection that has been built. That calibration is deliberate. Romance scammers are professional relationship builders. The connection you feel is real in the sense that real effort went into creating it. It is not real in the sense that the person is not who they claim, the crisis is fabricated, and the money will not be returned. The FTC reported romance scams cost Americans over $1.3 billion in a single recent year, the highest median individual loss of any fraud category tracked. The tell is simple and very difficult to see from inside the situation. A person who has never met you should never receive a financial transfer, regardless of how long or deeply you have communicated. If the relationship is genuine, that conversation can wait until you meet in person. If meeting is perpetually delayed by circumstances, you already have your answer. That scam steals money and trust simultaneously. The next one is less personal and more automated, and it is currently embedded in payment flows that millions of people use every single day. We are halfway through the list, and the scams only get more sophisticated from here. Subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss content like this. Number 7. Fake escrow services. You are buying or selling something of significant value. A car, a piece of equipment, a domain name, a freelance contract, anything where both parties want protection. Someone suggests using an escrow service to hold the funds until the transaction is complete. The suggestion sounds responsible. An escrow service is genuinely a good idea for high-value transactions. The suggested service is not genuine. The fake escrow site looks professional. It has terms and conditions, a contact page, and a process that mirrors how real escrow services operate. The buyer deposits funds, the seller ships the goods. Then the escrow service goes unreachable, the funds are never released, and both parties discover simultaneously that the website was built specifically to steal from this transaction. In most fake escrow scams, one party is in on it and one is not. A fraudulent seller suggests the escrow service, knowing it is fake, and walks the buyer through depositing their money. The buyer sends the funds believing they are protected. The goods are never sent. The escrow service disappears. The fraudulent seller collected the buyer's money through a vehicle that looked like a consumer protection mechanism. The rule for escrow services is to use only independently verified, licensed platforms you found through your own research, not a link provided by the other party. If someone insists on a specific service you have never heard of and supplies the link themselves, that is a significant warning sign. That scam uses the appearance of safety to create danger. The next one is simpler, but statistically one of the most successful payment scams running because it targets the moment when you are actively trying to solve a problem. Number 6. Tech support payment scams. A pop-up fills your screen, or your computer freezes and displays a warning, or your browser presents an alert that looks like it came from Microsoft or Apple or your security software. The message tells you that your device is infected, your accounts are compromised, or your personal data is at risk. A phone number is provided. Call immediately to resolve this. The person who answers has a convincing manner and a plausible explanation. They ask you to install remote access software to diagnose the problem. Once they have access, they narrate a fake diagnostic process, show you alarming command line outputs that mean nothing to a non-technical person, and confirm your situation is serious. The fix costs a specific amount, payable via wire transfer, gift card, or a payment app. Real tech companies do not contact you unsolicited about device problems. Microsoft does not call you. Apple does not send browser pop-ups with phone numbers. If any of this happens, close the window, restart the device, and call nothing. If you have already given remote access, disconnect from the internet immediately and contact a legitimate professional. That scam exploits technical anxiety. The next one exploits something much more universal, which is the desire to receive something you are owed. Number 5. Fake refund and cashback scams. An email or text arrives informing you that you are owed a refund, a utility overpayment, an insurance adjustment, a tax refund, a class action settlement, a subscription you were overcharged for. The amount is specific enough to feel genuine. A link is provided to claim your refund. The process involves entering your bank account details, your card number, or your online banking credentials so the refund can be deposited directly. There is no refund. The details you enter go to whoever sent the message. Card details enable immediate fraudulent charges. Banking credentials enable account access and transfers. Some fake refund portals also install malware, enabling ongoing device access long after the session ends. Tax refund versions are particularly active during filing season, timed for the window when people are genuinely expecting money from genuine authorities. Tax agencies communicate refunds through official mail or portals you log into yourself. They do not send links asking for banking details to deposit money owed to you. Never submit banking or card details through any link claiming to offer a refund. Navigate to the official organization's website independently and check your account there. Legitimate refunds are processed to the original payment method. They do not require new banking details submitted through an unsolicited message. That scam promises you money to steal your access to it. The next one promises you help with a payment problem that you did not know you had. Number 4. Peer-to-peer payment app scams. Someone sends you money via Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle with a message saying something like "wrong person," or sorry, meant to send this to someone else. They then message you asking you to send it back. Alternatively, they contact you first claiming they sent money to you by mistake and asking you to return it before it shows up in your account. The payment they sent was made with a stolen card or stolen account. When the legitimate account owner reports the fraud, the payment reverses. The money you sent back from your own funds does not reverse. You are out the amount you returned because you sent it from your genuine balance and it was received by a genuine scammer. The variant targeting sellers is slightly different. You list something for sale and a buyer sends payment via a peer-to-peer app, then messages to say they sent too much and need the difference back before they can complete the pickup. The logic is the same as the overpayment scam applied to the peer-to-peer context. The initial payment will reverse. The refund you send will not. The critical distinction is that peer-to-peer payments are instant and non-reversible once sent. There is no chargeback equivalent. When the money leaves your balance, it is gone. Banks sometimes cover these losses, but coverage is not guaranteed. Never return a payment through a peer-to-peer app until you have independently confirmed the original is from a legitimate source and has cleared. That scam uses peer-to-peer apps' own speed and finality against you. The next one uses a payment method that has been trusted for decades and exploits exactly that trust. Number 3. Gift card payment demands. Gift cards are the preferred currency of scammers across almost every category on this list. The reason is structural. Gift card transactions are instant, irreversible, untraceable, and require no account relationship between buyer and recipient. Once you read the card number and security code to someone over the phone or enter it into a website they provide, the value is gone and there is no mechanism to recover it. The scams requesting gift card payment are numerous. The government agency demanding tax payments and iTunes cards. The tech support rep asking for Google Play cards to cover repairs. The emergency call from a family member needing bail money and Amazon gift cards. The prize notification requiring processing fees in gift card form before your winnings can be released. The variations are endless. The mechanic is always the same. Gift cards are not a scam. Paying anyone other than a cashier for any reason other than a gift is a scam. That distinction will protect you every time. That scam relies on a payment method's irreversibility. The next one relies on the payment method's legitimacy to create a false sense of security at the worst possible moment. Number 2, invoice fraud. Targeting individuals and small businesses. An invoice arrives. It looks professional. It references a service plausible enough to give you pause. For businesses, it might reference software, directory listings, or equipment someone in the company might have ordered. For individuals, a subscription renewal or delivery fee. The invoice includes payment details and a deadline. The goal is payment before verification. Fraudulent invoices targeting small businesses exploit informal approval processes and the fact that paying a small invoice is easier than investigating it. Hundreds of thousands are processed every year by businesses that simply did not check. The sophisticated version intercepts genuine invoice emails, modifies the banking details, and sends the invoice back from what appears to be the correct sender. The services were real. The payment destination is fraudulent. The defense is verification before payment. For businesses, a 30-second check against a purchase order eliminates most invoice fraud. For individuals, navigate to the service directly and check your account before calling any number in a renewal email. If the charge is real, it will be there. If it is not, the email was fraudulent. That scam hides in the normal flow of business. The final scam on this list hides in the normal flow of everything because it is embedded in the payment infrastructure itself. Number 1, man-in-the-middle payment interception. You are on public Wi-Fi, an airport, a coffee shop, a hotel lobby. You make a payment, receive a confirmation, and close your laptop. 12 hours later, charges appear on the card you just used that you did not authorize. What happened is a man-in-the-middle attack. Someone on the same network positioned themselves between your device and the internet. If the connection was not properly encrypted, or if a fake network was created to capture your traffic, your payment details were taken in transit. The legitimate payment went through. A copy of your card details went somewhere else. The more advanced version does not require public Wi-Fi. It requires only a link to a fake payment page on a domain designed to look legitimate. Your browser shows a padlock icon, which most people interpret as a security guarantee. It is not. The padlock means the connection is encrypted. It does not mean the site is legitimate. Fraudulent payment pages routinely obtain valid security certificates. Avoid financial transactions on public Wi-Fi. If you must, use a reputable VPN. Keep your router firmware updated. Audit your browser extensions and remove anything unrecognized. Check your statements within 48 hours of any significant online payment. The faster you spot an unauthorized charge, the better your recovery odds. Most people implement none of these defenses until after the loss. Do not be that person. 15 scams. Every single one is active right now, targeting people making perfectly normal payments on perfectly normal days. The best defense across all 15 is the same. Slow down by about 3 seconds before completing any payment and ask whether the request, the platform, and the urgency make sense together. They almost never do in a genuine scam. Want the complete guide to securing every online account you own? Click on the video on the left. I'll catch you there.